Our next guest is called the Joy Doctor, but her life didn't start out so joyful.
Learning how to overcome obstacles and find what brings you joy is the mission of Cynthia Glickman, author of Daughter of a Porn King. Cynthia joins us now. Cynthia, I've never heard of a alluring title.
I know, Daughter of a Porn King.
Well, you know, I was just 5 years old when I went to my first porn convention.
Really?
Okay, yeah, and we rolled up to the Tropicana Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
Of course.
Of course. And we came into the casino, and my dad handed my brothers and I backstage passes to the adult video conference.
Oh my gosh.
Said, okay, we'll catch you guys around later. And went strolling down to the convention hall and walked into the adult circus.
Did you have any idea what you were really walking into?
No, I'm thinking to myself, lions and tigers and bears.
Right.
Oh my, I see Tarzan and Jane are swinging from the ceiling.
Oh my God.
With no clothes on.
Whips and chains.
Right.
Yeah, and they had toys too. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But not the kind for 6-year-olds.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So
what did your dad do? I mean, obviously.
well, my
he was in
dad
the industry.
produced the films, and he distributed them all over the country back in the days when they had VCRs.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, do people remember that? So really the underlying message of Daughter of a Porn King is it really doesn't matter who your daddy is. You can be anything you want. And being that little girl in that environment, I'm looking around at all these bootylicious mamas thinking with this demented view that that's what I need to look like in order to be loved. And I was fat, I was ugly, thought that anyway, and it kind of ties into the FIT program, right? That I just didn't have a really good self-worth.
And so how did you make that shift?
Well, I had a really huge turning point in my life, and it actually came down to I was living the Las Vegas dream, and my toughest decision was, am I going to take the Jag or the Porsche today?
Yeah.
And then the market crashed, and I went from being a multimillionaire to basically losing everything. And it all tied in because I realized now I also broke up with a man that I thought I was going to marry. And
when it rains, it pours, doesn't it?
And it literally got to the point where I was crawling up my stairs, Googling the term, how to kill myself painlessly.
Oh.
And in that moment, with tears streaming down my face, and I see on the screen a girl had also Googled the same thing, and somebody said to her, for anything, you should at least live for your dogs. And in that blessed moment, my 2 angels came up and kissed me.
Oh.
Yeah, so for me, I made a decision and started on a mission of spreading world joy and deciding, you know what, we can all decide to be happy.
Yes.
I will never let my external circumstances affect who I am and what I want to be and how I'm gonna feel. And so that's it. That's how I started on my mission of helping people to find their J spot.
Wow. And I love the fact that it's the J spot. It makes so much sense now. Daughter of a Porn King, we're talking about the J spot,
so
right?
now it all comes together, right?
Tell us about that picture here. We just saw a picture of the three.
My franchise is Windermere Excellence, and Robin, centered in the middle, owns Windermere of Green Valley, and so the 3 of us are all business owners together, and we also own our own independent brokerages. So.
Wow.
So let's go back to the J spot.
Right.
Because we all love to make excuses. Everything is just an excuse of why it didn't work out, when ultimately it all falls on us, and we can choose to live up to those excuses or just let them go.
You know what you're talking about, right? Yeah, and so that actually, this is my physical reminder, right? When I get stuck with something and I don't want to let it go, and I'm depressed about, oh my gosh, this happened. No, you know what? You can let it go, and you can let it just hang and hang and hang, but really it's a matter of, in the moment you decide, hey, I'm going to let go of it, it's done. Right? And so part of that is reprogramming yourself too. If you dwell in that mess of, oh my gosh, this, woe is me, versus in that moment saying, you know what, no, I'm going to be grateful for these 2 beautiful, in my case, these 2 beautiful little beings that love me. Finding whatever it is, like being grateful that you have a bed to sleep in at night. Just finding something to love and be happy about. So.
And what other tips do you have? I know you brought some props.
I have all kinds of stuff, right? So And I mentioned this, right? Love. It really comes down to love. And I don't know if you guys know, but Monday is Visit Your Relatives Day.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And that can be a really joyful thing, and it can also be a very challenging thing, right? And so when you're with family, a lot of times people actually do get depressed because they think they have to, their buttons get pushed, or they think that they have to fulfill somebody else's opinions of who they should be. And so I say, if you can just remind yourself to just love them and not take it personal. Ron Miguel Ruiz, you know, the 4 agreements, like that. Never take it personal. It's not about you, them trying to control you or any of that. It all comes back to who you are. So if you can just focus on love, you'll be shocked at how much that really will transform your life. So.
And then it's time for your last. We got to blow some bubbles.
We got to do the bubbles. So this is an awesome quick tip.
Lovely.
Just makes you smile, doesn't it?
Feeling down, right? Just blow some bubbles. But here's an actual physical tip that changes your physiology. If you look up, try to frown, guys.
Try to frown.
Right. It's not easy. It is not easy.
You can't do it. So when you do that, you literally change your physiology, and it will change your outlook. It changes your emotions. So, so those are just some quick tips, and I actually do a program where it's a 7-week program, and I also do seminars, and I go in depth into how to apply these in your life.
Nice. Excellent. And all of these are on your website?
Yeah, and I also have something great for the viewers of free.
Tell us about it.
Free stuff. Yourjspot.com. You can download, because I'm so happy. I want to spread that joy. 101 free joy tips. And if you go there, I'll keep you posted, because I'm also going to be appearing in a movie with Brian Tracy and Ron Miguel Ruiz, and I'm going to be giving away some other free things, and even copies of my book.
Excellent. Cynthia, thank you so much for joining us today. This was such a pleasure and so much fun. And on September 18th through the 21st, there is a Sedona retreat. To learn more about that, just head to CynthiaGlickman.com. There you can also get free 101 joy tips. Again, that's CynthiaGlickman.com.
And just ahead, we'll tell you what's on tap next week on The Morning Blend. But first, here are some of our favorite moments from this last week.